We in here. We in here. We in here.
And we're back with the most low budget, low rent, almost starting punctually today podcast. Welcome back, everyone, to the Draw 4 podcast. This is our weekend recap. We got Lou. Couldn't even do his greeting properly because he's still drinking. We got Ant.
Oh, hello, people. Nice to be here.
We got T.
What's up?
CT. I didn't even pick you first this time. Notice
I
that?
noticed.
Feel like I'm
And it's your
drinking hard
girl.
as fuck right now.
The moderator, Keem. With
What?
drinking
Lou?
hard as fuck ass Lou. Yeah, so how was everybody's weekend?
Freaking! Oh, I was about to say awesome, but I don't really know. Oh, it was because I went drinking all night Friday. Then met up with T, and we went to Remington's, and then we met up with Mo, and I said what I said, like that line right there. We like cemented in my memory. It's fucking hilarious.
Okay. That was a had to be there moment. T, how was your weekend?
It was cool. Went to Cadillac Ranch and then, like Lou said, Remington's. A lot of bars this weekend.
It's like a farm with a bunch of like Cadillacs roaming free.
Yep, exactly what it is.
Jeez, use a nigga. That's the first thing you thought of. When you kind of
Like I just pictured a bunch of Cadillacs just roaming free, different colors.
if I ever question
It was a
question your
lot of
blackness,
women
I'm so
celebrating
sorry.
their birthdays, trying to get on a mechanical bull. And some of them just got robbed out of their money because they couldn't even get on the bull. So,
Oh,
That
you
was
have
it.
to pay
Hey,
to
slow
ride the
it down?
bull?
yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was like $3, something like
Oh,
that.
fuck that. Not riding
No,
the
it's
bull.
someplace in Baltimore. It's free, and then they slow it down for the ladies that you want to see. And they
Some-
speed it up.
It was a woman controlling that jump.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
disrespectful.
no, that ain't
Wait a minute.
So
Wait a minute.
no
Wait a minute.
mercy.
Look,
They
yeah,
they
the
they
women just
judge the
can't do
speed
that. It's
on your
sexist.
attractiveness in Baltimore.
Yes.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
I think
Attractiveness
they.
and how short your skirt is. Because for some reason, all women go out there with skirts. They all get on that bull, and everybody getting panty shots, and it's all acceptable.
It sounds like
Not
a good
that
way to
I
get
know.
crabs.
Not that I'm looking.
So
I think
why-
the male
I'm looking.
DJ was like getting tired of watching these women not know what they're doing, and then he went up there and was like, "Hit my confetti
What?
on cue, nigga." Look, he was up
He's
there
like, these
killing
heifers
it
don't know how to
early.
ride.
Apparently. I
He
made
didn't
it
like
read-
do that to pop that, did he?
He did.
Don't jump, pop it, don't jump. And he was like, that'd have been so
Oh.
disturbing. Oh no.
Maybe I can't remember. It was something like that.
I would actually that would be entertaining. Ant, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was great. I don't know what it is Friday, but Saturday, with the Baltimore Comic Con, dressed up like Master Roshi, everybody dressed up like Dragon Ball characters. I met Michelle Wing from Iron Fist, shook her hand. My hand was kind of clammy. Met her boyfriend on her FaceTime thing. It was really interesting. I was like, oh, you're the best. I didn't say this. I thought it. I was like, oh, you're the best thing at Iron Fist. But like, I thought the guy was like 2 things down. And it was sad because no one went to go see them because no one cares about Iron Fist.
Nobody does.
So it was kind of cool to meet her. Then I went to Korean barbecue with some girl from Philadelphia. Then she acted like she didn't have no money, so I just left. So
I feel there's more to that story, but I'm terrified of asking. So
Yeah,
Wait,
we don't have
continue.
that kind of time. We don't have
then
that
I-
kind of time.
Then Drake and Adams Morgan somewhere. I don't know what that is.
Drake and Adams Morgan.
Fucking
Drink?
DC.
Drake and that's
No,
it. Yeah,
drink,
yeah.
drink and
Drink.
Adams Morgan.
Drink.
Okay.
Yeah, I started drinking really early and ended up in DC somehow. It was interesting. Anyway, that's my weekend.
Yep. So many questions, and I'm not going to ask them because you live absolutely nowhere near
Near
DC.
Adams
No.
Morgan.
You
Nowhere
should
near
ever
Adams
be.
Morgan.
I just
Right.
ended up in Adams Morgan. That's
And would not come down to hang out with us on Friday night.
Nope.
nigga. But yet he ended up in
Oh.
Adams Morgan.
Oh, no.
I just think it's funny how you got
How y'all
time
going-
for hoes and Adams Morgan in DC, but you
Tell
ain't
them,
got time to
sis.
come hang out
Tell
with
them,
the
sis.
squad.
Yeah.
Oh, See,
Okay.
now if I
It's
came
besties
out,
before breasties, nigga. That's
now if I
what it
came out
is.
Friday, y'all been like, see, no man ain't no good. Shirking his adult responsibilities. Y'all should be proud. I had a child.
Ain't no nigga in this group will ever say that dumb shit. We care about your responsibilities.
Right. No. Nigga, go
Why
find a
you drunk?
babysitter and come drink with us.
Why ain't you drunk out here? Care about your
Ah.
kid.
Right. We care about your kid. Make sure that she stays off the pole and she knows she's special and loved.
So sometimes you gotta put them
But-
Fridays in.
And you
Still
got to make
come-
her ice cream every other
come
day. That
Hang
is
out with us.
mandatory.
That's all we're
Nigga, we
saying.
ain't say nothing about Friday. We said something about Adams Morgan.
I said Friday.
But he's just randomly skipping over the point that
Yeah, that he was here.
And Adams
Nobody
Morgan.
knew he was here.
I
He didn't know
where I
he was here. Oh,
I
yeah, of
didn't know where I
course.
was. I was on some rooftop. It was
Conveniently, though,
There ain't no
knows
fucking
where he
sign that
was
says
now.
Adams Morgan.
Mm-mm.
So you know what? Nope.
It's cool, though. It's cool. All right. Okay. That's enough friendly banter. Let's get started. Okay. So over the weekend, shit popped off on the NFL and NBA scene,
Woo woo.
which we're not going to go into too much detail about how it popped off, but it started a movement of hashtag take a knee, which when I first started seeing the take the knee thing popping up, I kind of thought it was like a Game
Merch?
of Thrones callback, like
Oh.
bend the knee. And I was like, oh, okay, we're still on that. And then I was like, oh no, wait, this is real.
So can I go up to people and do that if they try to take a knee during the game?
Can you
What?
do what?
Just like go up to them with a sword, bend the knee.
How the fuck are you walking around with a sword in public is the first question.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
You're black, Lucas. No, there's not. Not to walk out in public with a weapon. Mm-mm. Nope.
I just
Yeah,
got reverse vitiligo.
Yeah, I was gonna say you think you do. You still a nigga.
No, it's not even reverse vitiligo. As late as you show up for shit, you black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you kick in that door with your pea coat flying behind you,
I like making an entrance. There's nothing wrong with that.
and your Beyonce
Like,
wind behind you, they gonna know.
Now it's a picture of Lucas and Highlander trying to take people's heads.
Oh, I had a suede
Oh.
T-shirt on Friday. I've never felt so rich.
You never felt so hot.
It was like 90 degrees.
It was nice and cool because it was at night, but it was like I've
Yeah.
never had a suede shirt on before.
Oh,
I need to wear more suede T-shirts.
So
That's what
I'm in groups with like real deep cut conservative groups just to like to troll them every once in a while. Like I'm also a part of this policemen's just like support your policeman group. So anytime something racist happens, I like to be on there until I say something. But it doesn't give me pleasure. But I woke up and I don't watch football, so I woke up and all this
Clearly.
stuff was like, oh, don't they know it doesn't do anything? And I'm just gonna stop watching football. They were so angry. And I was like, oh, it must be taking a knee. And they was like, it doesn't do anything for them taking a knee. And I was like, yeah, it doesn't do anything. I mean, we're just sitting here complaining and hating on them for no reason. It doesn't stop them from us enjoying the game. Oh, I mean, we're gonna stop watching. This must be a movement. Oh, yeah. So I think that this is really cool. I think this is a lesson that just keeps getting learned to people. Like they didn't stop. Like we don't learn this in history a lot, but Martin Luther King was kind of ineffectual in his later years because cities just stopped responding to him. Because the more you respond, the more you're oppressed, the more you galvanize people. So having this thing grow bigger and bigger and bigger, it gives me faith in humanity that this is continuing on. Even some rookie guy in baseball apparently kneeled. Like that's amazing.
I'm
really proud.
So stupid.
you think the kneeling is
What's
stupid?
It's the dumbest thing in the world.
Why?
It is the equivalent of the woke niggas who on social media find something. Come on, people had children kneeling. Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
First things first, that's because they've either forgotten the message behind why he started kneeling and they have let it go into other shit that had nothing to do with the initial reason why Colin Kaepernick took a knee. Not only for him taking a knee, but then for him, what was it, 8 months later, T, come out and said, yeah, I'm done now. Everything is good. And him stop doing it when he realized his job was on the line. Like what happened? Yes, that's actually when he became Well, and you can't say when you don't watch football.
I'm gonna finish. Let you finish before I say something.
The biggest issue of it is it's having a reverse effect that they would expected it to have. Like when all these people say we're boycotting football this year because Colin Kaepernick, the world's most average or below average quarterback, does not have a job. The reverse effect happened was the protest is happening now, and that's what's causing the NFL money. So I'm just waiting for the NFL to come out and say we're not going to allow this anymore. I like what the Steelers did. That made sense to me, which is not come out and not politicize whatever protest you're going to do on either side of the coin, because that onto itself is creating an issue. If you're doing what the Steelers did, that's awesome.
What did the Steelers do?
What the Steelers
did
did
not
was
come out at all.
nobody came out at all. All of them stayed inside because they said, the coach even said, he said, my players
Is that
cannot
Coach
decide.
Black?
Yes.
Is that Coach
Yes.
Black? Is he
Yes,
the
he
one
is.
that came out and said that he
His
supports his
players.
players if they want to kneel or they want to participate, but they just want to keep a team together, so they just didn't participate in this at all?
Right.
No, he was the one.
But there
who
was
said
3
that.
other teams who didn't come out.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
most of them said the same thing. If my players can't decide one way or the other, we're not going to go out here. You know, football, all of that is as a team. So you're going to do something as a team at this point. You're not going to do it separately. So
And
if
the
my players can't,
NFL was paid to have them out there on the field
yes,
during the national anthem.
of course they
So
will.
National
ultimately,
anthem has-
that's why they're so pissed
So
off.
if you're
Yes.
not American, you can't play football?
No. I'm saying that the NFL was paid.
I'm about to say, where did that come from?
The NFL was paid by the armed
United
services
States for
in
them to come
order
out.
for
Yes.
them to come out and do that.
Yeah. And so how patriotic is that? Like how
It's not. It's capitalism.
Right.
All of it is money.
Right.
All of it is about money.
All
But
of it's about money. So this is what it is. So let's say the message is lost on a lot of people, and we could argue what that message is going to be.
it's super
if you
lost.
ask-
His original one is definitely lost.
Yeah,
at this
no
point.
one follows that
well, no,
anymore.
wait. So you could argue that. But I would say that there is a spirit of change in here. Anytime there's the people standing up against something that is a movement and galvanized into a movement, especially when you have people trying to oppress someone else's right and affecting their job and blackballing them for no apparent reason. I mean, you can say the same thing about the people that rose their hands on the was it 1969 Olympics? Was that it with the raised fist? You can ask people what that means nowadays. They might not get it, but they get the spirit of it. They'll never know about the white guy who got blackballed because he put his fist in the air too. But there's a movement going in that, and you can say, why have little kids kneel too? But it shows something when a community can get together, or when people can get together and say something isn't right. We don't know what it is, we don't understand what it is, but something isn't right, and we want change. I think that's very powerful. I think to dismiss it out of hand because it's inconvenient or someone's paying you is disrespectful to a lot of the movements, because every movement.
No one's saying that they're dismissing it because
Lucas
they
just
get paid
dismissed it.
for it.
Lucas
No.
just dismissed it.
No, I didn't.
No, you
Not
said
that.
that
I dismissed it because it's not the spirit of the original. It's not. It has nothing to do with the initial reason why.
Yesterday was a
They're not
farce.
kneeling because Colin Kaepernick is not a league. They
No.
could care less about that.
They
Then
were
why are they
kneeling
not?
because the president
Because of
called
what
them a
Trump
son of
said.
a bitch
That's
and that they
it.
should be fired.
They are not
Yes.
kneeling, but they're
That's
not
it.
kneeling. It had nothing.
But
to
it's not
do
it. It's
with
all
Colin.
connected.
No, it has literally nothing to do with that.
It's all
No,
connected.
the kneeling that happened, we understand that it's connected. We're saying that we were talking about the weekend recap. Everything that happened yesterday
Had nothing to do with that.
had nothing to do with that. It was a protest against Trump and what he
Yes.
said. And it was
Which-
basically, and all those owners you saw on the field was on the field because they would lose money if there was a mutiny.
Right.
And
So
all
to
of them
this-
came out and said that this is a 1 week thing. It won't happen next week.
That's fine.
And it
This,
won't.
this is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
But
it
there
was
were
clear.
people kneeling. There were people kneeling before Sunday.
Exactly.
And the reasons why they were kneeling isn't being talked about.
At all. Not even
All they're
brought
talking
up.
about right now.
Trump has
is
all their attention.
Trump has all their
Yes.
attention right now.
Completely
And
lost.
Trump
the biggest
has all their-
news.
Trump
The
has all
biggest
their
news I think
attention.
there is since then is that there are other fans. The only thing it's done so far is the only thing Trump has done so far is to add fuel to the fire, basically, because now you got people burning their jerseys because more people protested.
Yes.
They weren't doing that when it was 1, 2, or 3 people
Nope. They could
protesting.
care less about it.
And when Colin Kaepernick was doing it wasn't just about the flag. It wasn't just about the flag that white people or whoever was pissed off about it. You had police officers pissed off about it. We aren't going to protect your games anymore. this.
They did that for Beyonce too.
But that's because of the socks he wore too.
It's
like
no,
that
they did it for Beyonce when they did the when it was plenty of police on those different sites and things like that. They were talking about how they weren't going to protect. Like, well, then we don't have to give you security. You're getting paid to do that. Like that's not, I mean, that's your job to do that. But some of you are doing off duty. But I'm saying is from Beyonce's fist in the air, this is all connected. It's a wave. It's a pebble. It's a snowball going down a hill. Yes,
I think the important thing is like it's a wave, but it's a pointless wave if people don't understand
what's the point
what
of
they're
the
doing
wave.
it for.
Yes.
All right.
So
I would say this is. I'm sorry, Kim.
I was going to say like the kids that are, because I've seen like a couple of different cheerleaders at colleges, different basketball, sports on the high school level. Like some of the Black students have been kneeling then too. I think that's awesome, but I think it's awesome if they know what the original purpose was for. Like, don't just do it because you see people on TV doing it looking cool.
Social media.
I know you're trying to send a message to the leader of the free world, but make sure that your kids understand the original purpose of why they're doing it, because that's the real message.
So hold on. So I think this is one of them situations which I usually say everybody can be right in this situation and everyone doesn't necessarily have to be wrong in this situation. Like, and it is all connected. It is a positive effect that can come from it. And it was definitely still fake as fuck yesterday as far as what the original intent was for it. Now, these kids that are doing it for nothing, no kids like to look fake and to look uneducated in what they're doing. So once somebody grabs their attention and say, hey, do you know why they're actually kneeling? They can learn from that and they're going to be more willing to learn from it because they don't want to look like they were out there just doing it as a trend. So, I mean, I do think it can have a positive ripple effect, but everything yesterday was about money as far as those owners being down there. And then also kind of about a power play as far as the athletes were concerned.
Yes, and I agree with that. All right, I agree
Yep.
with that. And I agree that the follow-up is going to be just as important. But I think that, like, I don't watch football, so I know I'm biased. I usually don't chime in on stuff like this. But there's a lot of things wrong with the NFL, and the NFL is kind of feels like it's untouchable. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of feels like it can almost do anything. And to have this little budge, you know what I mean? Like, that's a big statement for players, for fans, for people who just want to, I won't say stand up against certain the systems. Like the predominant rule of this century is you can't fight the system. And maybe you can't, but just this little nudge, even this little protest, even this thing where have one whole party say you should fire those people. We don't live in a dictatorship. You can't force patriotism. You can't force me to do anything. You can't force me to stand up in school, in class, put my hand over my heart. I think that there's a value to that. I think there's a value in protest, in resistance. But again, that's also my personality that I think we should buck more against the system instead of just going along with it and done.
All right, let me close this out real quick because I just want to say a couple things based off of that, and then we could go to the next John King because I know you like niggas. Hurry the fuck up.
You better make it quick.
Exactly. Right? First things first. I don't believe any player, and I'm gonna go off of what T said. I don't think any player bucked against the NFL yesterday. All of that was orchestrated by the NFL because they made sure it played on every damn network. What they were going to do, when they were going to do it, because they did that shit for ratings. The NFL is not crazy. Those players have absolutely no control over anything in the NFL. And yesterday, they didn't gain anything. In all honesty, they became bigger puppets in the schemes to make the NFL more money. And NFL played that shit perfectly. To the T, they played that shit off. Also, a person like me, I'm completely against kneeling for the flag, but I'm not against someone taking it on their own or having the right to do so. So for me, it's a complete turn off. I turn that shit off completely off until that shit's over with. And unfortunately, it's people who think like me, who are a lot more closed-minded, who are just tuning out to the NFL in general. And that's what's going to force the change that's going to happen. And it's not going to be a positive one, nor will it be a good one. It will get to the rules like it does in the NBA, which states that you have to stand for the national anthem and you have no choice. That's where I see this going to.
Well, then that's a sad day for our nation. And if closed-minded people think that that's what the country stands for, and that's what the Constitution that we've had our armed services fighting for, then they've lost the message. They've lost the message, not people kneeling. And again, we've gone over another 60 seconds. So are we switching?
Yeah. Yes, we are. Okay, so last Wednesday, which technically isn't the weekend, but we're gonna make it the weekend because
Because
we
it's
can do what the
clearly
fuck
not the
we want.
weekend. Yes,
Uh,
talk your shit. Talk your shit, King.
You better not tell me talk your sass.
Wait a minute.
I will find you and fight you.
The fork? I didn't tell you nothing about that.
Hey, clean up your forking language.
You shut the shirt up. Okay, yes. So last week was the season 2 premiere of The Good Place, which if everyone has been following along with us, and we hope that you have, we had done a review because we all binged watched the first season of The Good Place.
We taking notes because we know what's happening to us. So go ahead.
What's happening to y'all?
I am going to the real good place.
Lucas, I would drag you down myself.
I
It's
go
like,
to
"Is he
the
ready?
upper
He's on my
room."
ankles. Go close the door.
I will get St. Peter to shoot you in the head. Shoot him in the fucking head, St. Peter.
Pretty sure if you tell St. Peter to do that, it's going to be like that scene. And This Is the End, where he got super cocky, like, fuck you, I'm going to heaven, you're not. And then he fell right back down because he was Tom Petty. So, yeah, so for the first episode, basically, we pick up where we left off, where they all find, oh, sorry, guys, spoilers, everyone. So, yeah, they pick up where Eleanor is reading the note that she left for herself before her memory got erased. Michael, the manager of this neighborhood of hell, is trying to rethink everything because this is like his second and his last chance, and he has to make sure that everyone is truly being tortured. So they're trying to like go back over, redo everybody's parts, all the acting demons, redo all of their parts and stuff. And it just doesn't really turn out the way he expects because Eleanor still finds Chidi and they start figuring stuff out even quicker than the last time. So I enjoyed the fuck out of that episode. I'm wondering if the whole season is going to be kind of Groundhog's Day-ish, or if, this next time it's going to play out a little bit longer. But I feel like even if it is like a Groundhog's Day scenario, I'm just enjoying the blunders that happen in between. And I'm interested to see how Michael is going to keep all of this from his boss. Okay, T, how did you
Yeah, if it's like Groundhog's Day every episode, I'm gonna lose my shit. They're gonna lose me. I'm only gonna watch it for this podcast. So, before I go into that, I think it's dope that like I know people who listen to the show who only watch that show because of us. I think that's
That is
pretty
super dope.
Yeah. But
thanks, guys.
I said what I said.
that episode, you spoke on it, like the Groundhog Day part of it. I didn't like much about it. I thought it was good for the first episode because you got to see what everyone was doing. There's clearly 4 different storylines and they're tying it all together. Like, I thought that was cool and everything. I'm hoping the story gets away from Ted Danson because, I don't know. For me, the more of him I get, the less I like the show. And now that we know like everyone's on the side of torturing only these 4
Right.
people,
Right.
it has a weird storyline to me now. Like before, her being the only, her and Jason being the only people we thought were in the wrong place, it had a bigger story to me. Like, how are they going to convert to being good people? How are they going to adjust to it? Now it's like, how are they going to figure out a good way to torture these people? I don't see the interest in that for me. But I don't know. That's my initial thoughts for now.
Yeah, I think the interest in it for me is, they're saying, how are we going to torture these people? But really, it's the demons that are getting tortured the most because,
Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
my
like
God, that's
Michael.
the most interesting part.
Yeah, because like he's thinking that he's like about to make Chidi miserable, but all of a sudden he's making decisions quicker. And Michael is like, no, what the fuck? No, you're not supposed to. And the chick who played old Eleanor, or real Eleanor last season, she's pissed off because her role got demoted from not life partner, so from soulmate to
Owner
pizza
of a yoga
girl.
Pizza later? No, she's
Yeah.
pizza. She made the base
It was
pizza.
a pizza parlor. Yeah, owner of the pizza parlor that only serves Hawaiian pizza, which really
Which
wouldn't
is
be hell for
fucking-
me.
That would be
I
hell.
love-
Oh, it would be
Hawaiian
hell. Hawaiian
pizza.
pizza is. I was telling somebody else who loves Hawaiian pizza, like, yes, you go to hell. You deserve it. You deserve it.
King just said that.
Tasty. Yeah, fuck y'all. I don't care what y'all say. That's why I'm going to heaven and you're not.
Now
I
you,
wasn't bragging, Jesus, I promise.
Hawaiian pizza is the poor people of pizzas.
look.
It is not. Spam would be the poor people of pizza, or no pizza is the poor people of pizza.
No, the poor pizza is a slice of bread, some of that ketchup, some cheese. It's a slice of spam.
How
Not that I
did
know
you?
what that is.
How did you grow up in it? That was even an option.
A poor one, Lou. We've had these conversations.
We
Don't
here at the
make
Draw
it
Forward
to the-
podcast does not gloat against poverty. We are
Exactly.
with you in your Wi-Fi and wherever you are.
For the longest time, I thought muffins
Whomever
were just,
Wi-Fi you're stealing to listen to us right now.
for the
Damn it,
longest
Lou.
time, I thought muffins were just smashed up slices of bread.
Aw. Damn it,
Nick.
Aunt.
Nigga, you was like super poor. I thought I was poor growing up. Jesus. I knew what a fucking muffin was.
That is, okay, we have segued.
It was
Lou.
bread with sugar. That was a muffin.
Some syrup.
Some king syrup at that.
King syrup. Yeah.
Okay. Look, y'all are not about to go and get a little poor
We were
person
so poor.
solidarity.
This
Guess
is
who remembers
their
how to mute y'all's mic?
hell, King.
This is my hell.
The past. The past was.
We need to just go buy some stuff and feel better.
Right. We're gonna go shopping, man. We're just gonna go shopping. 'Cause we got some money now. We thousandaires.
There you go. Mama, we made it.
Well, I don't know about like mama stuff.
Damn it. Okay.
Anyway.
Lou, what did you think about the season 2 premiere?
I didn't enjoy it as much as I did the first season. The first season premiere that I saw, season 1's premiere, I didn't enjoy it as much because the cat's out of the bag. So I kind of know where it's going to. I'm hoping for less of the main 4 this year and more of the demons.
Yeah.
Because that's the interesting part, especially the demon that's not named that always takes his shirt off.
The nigga that
going
wants
to
to
the
bite
gym.
everybody.
Yes, he's fucking hilarious.
the
When
one
he
like,
talk
"Can I
about
bite
we're
him?"
doing all of this creative shit, I'm assholes out. Like that shit's hilarious. Like if they focus
That's Lou's
more,
achievement.
yeah, it is kinda.
It would be funnier if they actually curse now.
Yeah, you want it more uncensored, and I try to pull back because I think I want it uncensored after watching like the uncensored episodes of I'm Sorry. So I kind of wanted to be like that, but I know that's not the case because one is NBC and
Yeah.
they're not going but so far. But I want to just get to know the demons more. Real, is it Ella name? That is not a name.
Eleanor.
Eleanor?
I just gave her a completely different name.
I do it all the time.
Real Eleanor is hilarious. When she said, I want something interesting, give me a limp. This nigga limp through the scene. That shit is
Right.
fucking hilarious.
How
So,
you limping?
I'm-
Like, are you in, why don't you have a lip in heaven?
I'm hoping for more of the demons. That would be awesome. As T said, at times Ted Danson does irritate me, but when he goes evil Ted Danson, I really, really like him. So I'm hoping
I like the
they,
change.
yeah,
I
I'm
like how
hoping they
there's
go
a
more
distinct
that way. Because even the other characters kind of got irritating to me in the season 2 premiere.
All right, Aunt.
So I like the fact that they didn't drag this on like they're gonna figure it out again all season. I was kind of surprised they didn't. They just wrap it all up in that to wrap up the teaser in the first episode was kind of cool. Who's the Filipino boy?
Jason.
Jason.
I thought that was great that they gave him a soulmate. That was another monk. Like I thought
That was the funniest shit in the world.
That followed him everywhere. Like when he thought he lost him with the, like he took the bike wheel, he thought he lost him and
Right.
got back to the hut. He was sitting right there like, hey.
Oh,
He was like, how did you lose him with fire? It's like, it distracted me.
Like my job used to be burning people. Yeah.
right. Beautiful legs. Tabitha. What's her name?
Tahani. If you
Tahani.
are going to
Nigga,
sexualize
where
these people and objectify them, can you at least remember their names?
No, I will not.
Wasn't Tabitha
I've
the
been-
Good Witch?
Right.
Shit. Yeah, Tabitha was the daughter on Bewitched.
Oh shit!
Is Cher a vampire?
Who?
The
Cher.
Cher, Sonny and Cher. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought
Nah,
everybody knew that.
She just a white woman with money. It's the
I
same
thought
thing now.
everybody-
Literally.
No, I'm
Hold
I'm
on, what the fuck are we
sure
talking about?
she-
Cher?
Yeah, well, I'm
We not
gonna
Can I
just have
finish
to
my
do the
thoughts
quick
on this?
Yes, you finish your thoughts, Aunt. You go
Like,
ahead.
So, fuck, what was I saying? Oh, I like how she's the fuck up now. Like, I like that. That's really interesting. I haven't figured out the whole plot for this season yet, but I have some theories, and I think
Don't you
that
fuck this
You
up
keep
for
your
me,
theories
Aunt.
to yourself.
Right.
okay.
Write them down.
I write them down, mail them to myself.
Don't
Do that.
do it. Don't do it.
So I enjoy that. I agree. I don't want to see this get Groundhog's Day every episode, but I'd like to give a clock. It's kind of like, hey, how's the second attempt going? Oh, it's going great. It's like there'll be no third. So I like that. My only problem is what is every time they figures out what is your end game? Because this hell I could live with. I could live with this socially awkward hell. I don't want bat, bear, demons eating out my asshole for eternity.
So you say that, Aunt, but think about it this way. If they made it so bad that the only pizza was Hawaiian pizza, what happened if they made it the only thing to drink was Zima?
Oh, well,
No, or
Well,
O'Doul's, because Zima still has alcohol content.
It
but
does?
there's no beer in
Yeah.
hell, and if it is, it's warm. This is still, but they have yogurt.
No, that was the middle place. That was the middle place that had
Yeah,
warm
so
beer.
I can imagine that hell ain't give me no beer. Ain't give me no beer at all.
But heaven should give you lots of unlimited supplies
Jesus
of
likes
beer.
the wine. I can hang out with Jesus. So I wonder,
Nope.
dude,
Nope.
what do you mean?
Keem, next topic. Nope.
Wait.
Not going there with him.
So, what? It's in the Bible, Lucas. So,
What's your last?
How great is our God.
God is a defense mechanism to let people
Okay,
away from reality.
all right. So
right.
Tell me how
Look, I
So
like
out
where
of
they're
control.
going with this socially awkward stuff, and it gives a nice spin on it. Because I thought this whole next season was going to be them figuring it out again. I'm kind of curious where Janet comes into play because they dropped a couple of hints last season and last episode. So I'm really interested to see where they go with that. And of course, Jason and her, they ended up in a whole hug thing again. So it's kind of, I'm interested. I'm going to watch it again.
Is Jason gonna fuck Janet?
He's going to figure it out. She got a
no,
mouth, don't she?
I think he's gonna find out about that deep throat though.
I was gonna say,
Bullshit.
she did fit a whole everything in there.
Right.
Mhm.
Right? So,
What that mouth do though?
right? You know everything?
Mouth, not even mouth.
I need you to research
MOWF.
these videos.
What that mouth do, Janet?
What did they
Okay.
put down her throat in the show?
Paper, the fist.
Oh, I was about to say something. Damn it, lost it. It was meant to be. It was meant for me not to say what I was going to say.
Dude,
Awesome.
Right.
I'm about to say,
Yeah.
oh, listen. Go ahead, Kate. Next.
So next
what do you
topic.
think?
we're moving. So I will ask you all this. Do you think, judging from the first episode, do you and these are both yes or no questions. There's no need for long substantiations afterwards.
Putting away chart.
Substantiation?
That's what the fuck I said, Lou.
No. Could you use that
Well,
in a
Lucas, you were
sentence?
messing up.
She just used it in a sentence.
I just used it in a sentence. Okay, do you,
Lucas was messing up. Starting out. Oh,
Ant?
go ahead.
do you think that this will go a full season? Do you think it'll get canceled mid-season? And if it goes a full season, B, do you think there will be a season 3? I say I think it will go the full season, but I don't think there's going to be a season 3 of this. T?
Same.
Lou?
I'm uncomfortable answering because I kind of know something and I can't. If I just yes, it won't. No, it won't. It won't get canceled, and there will be a season 3.
Okay. Ant?
I don't know anything about this, but I would bet it won't get canceled and there will be a season 3 just because they managed to surprise us.
Substantiation. See? Hard-headed.
That's why I say. That's why I just said one thing. I could have went on, but Keem said substantiated. I didn't fully know what that word meant, but I assumed
yeah, I
it
didn't
meant for
know.
me to shut the hell up after I said yes or no.
When I
I
said
missed
this
all
is a yes
context.
or no question,
Oh,
Yeah,
is that
okay.
what you said?
But then
Oh,
you
that
used
was-
the word behind it. I didn't know. Keem.
Right, I got distracted
You
by
can't
that
do
word.
stuff like that. You can't do
my
that.
bad for my
Simple.
big ass vocabulary.
Yes,
Okay.
don't do it.
It's simple.
Don't do it.
Fuck this advanced
Fuck
learning.
you knowing
Okay.
words and shit.
Okay, so last topic. And it kind of, well, not kind of,
Is
it did
not
happen
hot?
to me this
Is it just
weekend.
me? Is it hot? Jesus.
We're not in the same room, Lou. Why?
It is a little hot, but I got a fever, so
I think it's the Tito's and ginger ale.
Probably. So this happened to me over the weekend where it was actually someone that I've been friends with on Facebook for a minute. So it was weird, but all of a sudden there was like 10 back-to-back such and such has liked your pictures on Facebook.
I know that picture. I
Oh,
decided I wasn't gonna comment because we friends and I gotta look you in the eye later. So
What picture is that? Okay.
they trying to smash King, whoever it was.
yeah, they trying to.
Oh, I deduced that really quickly,
I mean,
but
a nigga like more than 3 pictures he trying to smash.
in a
That's
row.
the-
Mhm.
Those the
So-
In a
rules.
row.
My question is, what is social media etiquette for liking pictures? Like, it was explained to me, since I don't have an Instagram account. Apparently, Instagram has some kind of fucked up algorithm where they just kind of put on your Instagram timeline what they think you want to see. So it could be a picture. It could be a picture from like I don't know how long Instagram has even been out, but like 5 years ago, and you like it just thinking you're liking a current picture, and then you see that it was like from 2012, and now you look like a stalker because you're liking 5-year-old pictures.
Well, that's because you're not paying attention to what you're seeing.
Right. Well,
that
do
bitch
people
don't have
pay
that
attention
hairstyle
to
no more.
dates?
I pay attention to hairstyle and outfits. Like if
I
you
don't.
wearing certain outfits, I'm like, that shit ain't in now. That must be an old picture.
Okay, but what are the bad bitches? The people who aren't bad bitches? What are they? Because I don't pay attention to that shit. I just scroll through. So
Be like, she got a bob. She ain't got no bob right now. She got braids.
I still don't know what a bob is.
damn it.
Girl,
Oh.
you had a bob. I need you to get it all the way together.
You know what a bob is.
I don't know what a bob is.
So I guess, for Instagram, it's a little more forgivable, but on Facebook, like even if you just like found an old friend on Facebook, and we all do it, you like somebody friends you or you friend them, and then you just go through and look at their pictures. Is it cool to go through and hit them up with like just machine gun likes of pictures? Or do you just
Nope.
look at the pictures and be like, oh, that's cool, and then keep it moving?
That's it. Don't like shit. I like pictures with kids. I like pictures with birthdays. That's the fuck it. I'm not liking anything else because I don't want you to think like I'm hitting on you by liking pictures. So I'm very selective in what I like. And I only like all kids because they ugly kids. I'm not gonna like them.
There are some ugly kids.
I will left swipe the fuck out your kid. Be like, nope.
We at the Draw for Squad
No, you
Cast
got ugly kids. You know
do
you got
believe
ugly
that
kids.
there are some ugly ass kids out there.
Right?
It's true. It happens.
But you got to be very careful because you don't want to send the wrong message and you don't want to offend someone who is your friend or someone who knows you by liking way too many pictures. 2 is the max. After 2, don't like no more pictures.
Is that adequate?
2 a month.
So I like everything. So I'll just
2 a
go
month.
through and I'll tell you I'm Facebook stalking your pictures and I'll just start liking everything I see. Every bathing suit, every trip, every night.
And you wonder why
every
Ant
list.
gets so many rape invitations. This is why.
But
Rape
Like-
invitation.
But I feel like Facebook, like it does a like, oh, you were doing this 2 years ago. Pop up a picture, and I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff. But as people assume, this could be why everybody assumes I'm flirting with them.
It's
Really?
because you flirt with them, Ant.
Mhm.
That's why people assume you're flirting with them.
I don't
You're
flirt.
Looking
your
in the
brand
eyes and
being
every damn
friendly.
thing.
What? You want to look people in the eyes.
okay. You know what? We are going to keep this one sexual harassment free for Ant.
Thank you.
You're going to have to call HR on me, King. You gotta give it that to me.
I'm
T,
not flirting. I'm just liking pictures.
T, what do you think?
I
He
think
ain't
it
like shit.
depends. I think what I like everything. I don't like your 300 quizzes you take a day. nigga.
Bullshit. He's
So
the most.
to be the etiquette is
inquisitive
not
ass
post every
nigga
fucking
humanly
quiz you
possible.
take. The results are, nigga. Flame. No, I mean I like whatever. I don't. I try not to like anything that's too sexual. I mean, anything like that. I try to skip the ones that have too many. I don't comment on stuff that have too many responses because then I gotta like turn the notifications off because I don't want my phone blowing up.
True. Or something we got to say congratulations.
Yeah.
I'll like something that for congratulations. Like I'll give them a little heart. They'll know I love this. That's great. I don't have to comment.
Yeah, I just do a separate. I'll do a separate like
Inbox
congratulations.
or
I don't do it. Yeah, I don't do it. Not even inbox.
Or the
I
joint, the
do
message on the
post.
page. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I like whatever I'm sitting down scrolling through that I like. I don't pay attention to how many it is. I don't go to anybody's page. That's the rule I do. I don't go to nobody Facebook page. If it's on my timeline, I'll like it from my timeline. Because that's how you do multiple in a row is by going to people's pages.
Going to the page.
No
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah. I think
See, like, fuck our pages, nigga.
I think if somebody just posted an album, I think that's
Yeah.
the one time it's acceptable to like multiple pictures. Like my summer
Right.
of 2017 album is about to be lit. but-
Okay. Album.
Yes.
Completely thought something else.
I don't even want to know what you thought, Lou.
No, album. I just thought, like, what you mean?
Music
like, when
album.
Yeah, that's
Like
what I
they
thought.
dropped
They dropped their album.
Like, they dropped Flames. They'd be like, okay, that song was all right.
That's nice. Let me.
I
That
didn't
one,
like
that
that
one.
song.
I
Let me
didn't like
give
track 7.
Let me
I
give
like
track.
track
Hey,
7.
let me
No.
give track 7 a sad face.
Was track
A
12 about me?
photo
Was that about me?
album. If you post a collection of photographs at one time,
That's true.
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
cool
that's
to go
true.
through and like those. But
So
like,
is it appropriate, King, if someone posts a photo album to like and then dislike certain pictures in the photo album?
that's not really Are you gonna sad face somebody's album?
King, King,
Yeah.
I love you. If you post pictures that I don't think are worthy, I will sad face them. Sad face. No, King, do it again. Sad face.
Oh,
I'm
why
warning
would
you
you?
ahead of time. Warning you ahead of time.
Isn't that just when? Doesn't that just fall under? If you can't say anything nice, don't say
No,
anything
girl,
at
the
all.
shade is real. No. I am
You know what,
going to
Lou?
sad face it.
You are a fucking troll. So even if you like the picture, you would put a sad face up there because you know that you just told me that you would do that.
So
Just so I could.
you got to
like
get one sad face. You guys go at this point. I've told you this. You got to get one sad face. And I'm gonna do it on the joint you smile the hardest on. Sad face.
Look at her looking all happy.
All
Hate.
happy on foreign islands and shit. Hate. Mm-mm.
Oh gosh. So I just want y'all to think about this. We're not gonna discuss it this time. Do I need to break that down in simpler terms? We're not going to talk about this right now. But something
But I got
that
this chart.
something that Lou said.
I thought we discussed. We're not doing this in a recap show.
What?
Nigga.
No, we're not going to do this right now. I just want y'all to think about it for
Uh-huh.
when we do our not this upcoming discussion show, but maybe the next discussion show.
Okay. Because it's something I said, so I'm very interested.
Yeah, it was when you said that you want to see more of the demons in the good things.
Oh, okay.
And so there's just been kind of something that I've been noticing lately of it almost seems like media is
Are
trying
you possessed,
to...
nigga?
That's what I was wondering.
I've been noticing demons lately.
She said, I've been noticing Lou seems to be more demonic lately. What? No.
The last
pray
time I sprinkled
every
holy water
Thursday.
on Lou, he started
Twice a
smoking a
year.
little bit. What? No.
I pray every Thursday.
Y'all gonna be all pissed off. I'm chilling.
Now he outside in
in
90-degree weather with
Suede.
suede
Suede.
shirts on.
With t-shirts on.
Oh, Mr.
Nigga don't
Outside.
feel no heat.
So what I noticed is that it seems like more and more TV is trying to make characters that have typically been seen as villains and evil. Like they're trying to make them
Oh my
cool,
God.
and they're trying to make them
Yes.
more socially acceptable. So I just want us to talk
That's why I
about
won't
that.
watch Lucifer under any circumstance. So, yes.
Amen, Lou. But
There's
yeah,
No,
so
no, there's a
We'll
we'll
really
talk about
good
that. And we're
Nope.
going to talk about it,
Nope.
Ant. We're going to talk about it
On
next
another
week.
show.
Ah! I actually do got a chart for this.
Thank you, King. You cliffhanger the fuck out of it right there. So,
Welcome to hell, nigga.
but
See, this is exactly what it would
my
be like.
charts, but I can't use my charts.
Look here. I got research for
Okay,
this.
y'all. So we just want to thank y'all for rocking with us for our weekend recap. This might be the shortest weekend recap that we've done so far.
It is.
Definitely is.
Awesome.
So this is a
Yeah.
good,
So apparently,
good,
I
good
have to
drive to
have
work.
shit to
If
do.
I could reach higher than I ever reached before.
Somebody listening during their lunch gonna be mad as shit. Lunch ain't even
Right.
over.
Like,
Didn't even color the
All
full hour.
Could have had a
Stay
VA, bitch.
Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my
bullshit.
time.
Right.
Maxine watering the shit out of us, Joe.
I'm gonna be in the kitchen
But
making
we-
muffins. So
We'll have
So that means you just have bread and sugar.
yeah, so thank y'all for joining in. Please be sure to, if you have not done so already, go to our page, subscribe, turn on the
Hit
notifications.
that subscribe at the bottom. Hit that motherfucker. Because if you
Hard.
motherfuckers
Hit
don't
it
subscribe to this shit, I'm gonna
Look.
start calling all you niggas one by one.
you click us.
Start
we'll
with my
make a-
mama. Mama,
make
you
a
better
lotto
subscribe.
for
You better
us to
subscribe
call
to this
you.
damn page. I ain't
I
playing
can't
with
ask
you.
my mom to subscribe to this page.
Okay.
I did.
Hey, mama,
That's my
don't
mom.
subscribe because there you
Oh,
go.
Mama T on here? Hey, Mama
No,
T.
she ain't.
Hey,
But I
Mama
asked her to
T.
subscribe.
Hey, Mama T. If you
I bribed her
subscribe,
with
we
Nora
care for
Roberts
you.
book.
You better
Don't
get your mama
subscribe.
that Noah's Roberts book.
I already did.
Done and done.
So what we
All
gotta
right,
get?
y'all.
What we gotta get Mama Keem to subscribe.
Not a damn thing, because I have extreme potty mouth up here, and y'all will not have her telling me about how it's not ladylike every time I call her to talk. So,
I don't know why I pictured your mom to have a potty mouth too, though.
oh, my mom has
Cora.
serious potty mouth.
Yeah, I'm about to
but-
say Cora.
See, my mama
Damn
can't.
it, Aunt. Can we not put my mama's name out?
Everybody said
Yeah.
Mama Keem, but
I was just
well, my
Isn't
mama
it your job to be discreet, nigga?
Exactly. My mama
Suck
is a
it.
Christian, so she cannot subscribe to our podcast because my mama is a Christian, and I will not have Aunt making her question why am I friends with Aunt.
Just Aunt, okay.
Wait, what?
I'm pretty sure when she hears you talk sometimes, she's
I'm about
like,
to say.
that
She
one
used-
might not be mine.
She used to that one. She used to that one. The
I'll
Lord
say
knows my
that.
heart, so I can say what I want. All right, squad.
All
out.
Let's
Lord,
wrap it up.
All right.
So until next
Mama
time,
Lucas?
everybody,
Don't believe that.
squad, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Squad out.